In this video, we're going to be taking a look at action and linking verbs. Now, it is important to know that there are two types of main verbs, and we have them right here, action and linking. And an action verb expresses something that someone or something can do, while a linking verb connects a subject with more information about it. Now, what I want you to do is get out your writing journal and your pencil and write this diagram down. So action verbs shows action, linking verbs does not show action. It also connects the subject to another word that gives more information about the subject. So pause the video and write these definitions down in your notes. So just remember, an action verb expresses something that someone or something can do, while the linking verb connects a subject with more information about it. So let's take a look at these sentences on the screen. And we need to figure out whether they are action or linking verbs. So the first one, Ursula smiled and waved at the panda cub. So we know that those would be action verbs, and the reason why is because they're showing action. It's not as though that it's telling us more information or anything like that. So it's telling us what Ursula did. So those would both be action verbs. Now, the next one, the choir is late for the fall concert. So is would be the linking verb. Why is that? If we take a look at what you wrote down in your notes, remember that a linking verb connects a subject with more information about it. So the choir, and what are they? They are late for the fall concert. So we can see how is links the subject and gives more information about that subject. Next one, Felix jumped over a log in the obstacle course. That would be an action verb. The reason for that, jumped is an action verb. It's just telling us what Felix is doing. Now the next one, the students seem tired. Seem would be a linking verb. Why is it a linking verb? Because it gives us more information about the subject. The students, what were they? They were tired there. They seemed tired. So we can see the differences between action and linking verbs. Once again, an action verb expresses something that someone or something can do, while a linking verb connects the subject with more information about it. Now, what I want you to do is turn to page 226 in your practice companion book, and we're going to take a look a little bit more at action and linking verbs. Now, let's take a look at the top of page 226. It says, how do you know an action verb from a linking verb? And then consider this dialogue. Andre, when you act silly, I laugh so loud our teacher watches us. Then Andre says, I am happy that I seem funny to you, but I will be quieter in the future. So some good questions to ask yourself. Ask yourself, which of the highlighted verbs show action? Can you act, laugh, and watch? Yes, you can. If you can do that, then it's an action verb. Which of the highlighted verbs link subjects and more information about the subjects? We can see am. So I am, what are you? Happy. I seem, you can see how that connects funny to I. And then I will be quieter in the future. So you can see that am, seem, and will be do not describe an action. However, these linking verbs do connect the subject I to descriptions of the subject, happy, funny, and quieter. So ask yourself, does the verb show action? If it does, it's an action verb. If it's just linking the subject to more information about it, then it will be a linking verb. Now, what I want you to do is take a look at numbers 1 through 7. At the bottom here, it says underline the verb in each sentence and write whether it's an action or linking verb on the line. So let's take a look at number 1 together. Now we can see it says Allison shops for clothes at the mall, and we can see the action shops, or the verb is shops, and that's an action verb. I ask myself, can I shop? Am I able to do that? Is that an action that I can do? And it's yes, so that's an action verb. Now the next sentence, number 2, was is the verb, and then I ask myself, does that link more information from the subject to what it's about? Or can I, was, for example, is that an action? That is not an action, so I know it's a linking verb. So it tells us more about the soup. was delicious. So it connects delicious to the subject of soup. So that would be a linking verb. So I want you to write that down on page 226. Now what I want you to do is complete the rest of this worksheet, numbers 3 through 7 all by yourself, and then numbers 1 through 3 at the bottom. It says write 3 sentences on the lines below, circle any action verbs in your sentences, and underline any linking verbs. So complete numbers 3 through 7 for section A, then numbers 1 through 3 for section B, and I will have the answers for you. Now obviously with section B, it will not match up with correct and incorrect sentences, so I'll actually just have the answers for numbers 3 through 7 when you press play. So I want you to pause the video now. So we can see number 3, it says the verb is tasted, so that's an action verb. Number 4, has been, it's linking the mail and more information late all week. Number 5, grows, that's an action. Number 6, is, that's linking tired to she. Number 7, that's linking game seems too childish. You can see that links the subject to more information about it. So this concludes the video on action and linking verbs. Just remember, you want to ask yourself, can you do the action of the verb? If you can, that's an action verb. If it's not, it should link the subject to more information about it. So if you have any questions about action and linking verbs, please come and see me.